Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Michael Mayer, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Here's McNair. And he comes back with one complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Commanders 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Johnson powering forward. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Hester. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
McNair looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You talk about this Washington defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
McNair to throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Let's go now.
Peyton will score. Touchdown, Packers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, what a move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CB, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Back to throw. Johnson drops this one off to Portis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running right, Portis pushes him over. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
This is second and 8.
18-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the bootleg. Johnson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. From 17 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now McNair. They set up the screen to Peyton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's good for a Packers.
Packer 60, Packer 60.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The Packers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, McNair. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. On the give, here comes Peyton. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Second and 7.
18, ready. 19, shot, Dragon 60. Ready.
From the gun, here's McNair. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this would be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll look to throw here on first down. They set up the screen to Portis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Off play action. Johnson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 4-yard line.
An inside give. Here's Portis. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 1. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close